Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. Welcome back to another Sunday live stream. I hope you're all doing amazing. We have a lot to talk about during this Sunday live stream, a lot to discuss, including the top altcoins to have our eyes on for 2024 and the coming altcoin season. Altcoin trades to be focusing on right now because we have some volatility in the market, and of course the king, Bitcoin, as well. So let's get right into things. Welcome everybody to the live stream. Shout out to Reverend Flashback. Shout out to All Day Dre with us and everybody else joining from all around the world. Be sure to smash that like button on your way into the live stream. I appreciate all of your support. Now let's start things off as we always do with our crypto market overview. And Bitcoin right now is pushing 40K. We're at $39,570. We have ETH also breaking out into new highs for the year, or it's about to at least. As we can see, it has broken out into new highs for the year, so we love to see that. Market is very bullish. ETH pushing, Bitcoin pushing. Candles are looking really strong right now. Reverend Flashback says, Connor, have you been locked up in a phone cell? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Reverend. No, I'm not locked up in a phone cell. Shout out to Spacetime Jim. Mark saying Tau will win. I agree with you. What up, Raphael? How are you doing? So yeah, market right now is definitely looking strong. We have Solana also up 10% on the week, kind of in consolidation right now. Top 10 relatively unchanged. Really all the action is in the low caps, and it has been in the low caps for quite some time now. Taking a look at the gainers and the losers on the day today. We can't do that on CoinGecko anymore because they changed some things around and they want everybody to use their premium service. But anyways, let's go to CoinMarketCap real quick and look at the gainers and losers on the day. Shout out to Coin Operated. How are you? So we have Terra Luna Classic doing great. FTX token also doing well, which is funny to see. Beam also crushing it. Beam at a 523 mil market cap. Render starting to move. Let's take a look at Render because Render is one of my larger holdings in my portfolio, as I'm sure many of you are aware by now. And on the weekly time frame, it is starting to look very good. If this weekly candle closes the way it is right now, we are in very, very good shape. Shout out to all the people that were waiting for Render to come back down to $1.50 to buy. Who you listen to matters, guys. Who puts information into your head has a big difference on the results and the things you get in your life. And I know there's a lot of people out there that listen to other people on YouTube, and a lot of these guys, you know, bigger channels than me, were saying, oh, Render 150 is your buy zone, you know, at $2, 225 is too expensive and stuff like that. And I mean, I'm getting messages all the time. I got a lot of new members in my group as well. People are like, you know, I feel like I shouldn't buy the coins you have because they're already up like 3x, 4x. But the thing is, most of them are really small market caps still. And like I have always been saying here, most altcoins won't make new all-time highs until Bitcoin makes a new all-time high. And as I've been showing you in my videos as well, if you look at the total 3 altcoin market cap chart, it hasn't even broken out of the bear market accumulation range yet. So it's really important to understand that I was taking massive risks all bear market long. And then I really started to create my bull market portfolio in, say, August, September, which is when I released my free ebook. So, I mean, everybody could basically have similar entries to me. All you had to do is get my free ebook when I released it on September 8th. But anyways, I took massive risks. Everybody was scared to buy. Not everybody. A lot of people that are subscribed to the channel here stuck with me all bear market long. And a lot of people bought coins before I did that I hold. Anyways, everybody that was buying before the market turned bullish, myself, a lot of people in my community, a lot of people out there all around the world, you know, we were taking huge risks before it was known that we were going to be bullish like this. It was scary. It was frightening, right? It wasn't very comfortable putting so much money at risk in the crypto market after being in a brutal long bear market. But no risk, no reward. But to everybody getting in right now, you are not too late. Right? People are like disgruntled, like, oh, all the coins you have are already up. First of all, not all of them are. A lot of them actually haven't done anything yet. A lot of them are still right where I bought them. So that's one. And two, you have to understand the bigger picture here and look at the way, you know, the market is setting up right now. we haven't seen anything yet. Okay, so everybody just joining now, everybody joining crypto, everybody getting back into things after taking the whole bear market off. I call you a tourist. Welcome back, right? Because you are a tourist. If you can't stick through the hard times, you did come back at a good time because we're not on the full-blown bull market yet. But yeah, I mean, even if you are a tourist and you're just coming back right now, you're not too late, guys. So anyways, that's kind of my early spiel for today's live stream. Shout out to Elvis. Let's see. Good day, sir. Why are layer 2s not pumping yet? What do you think? So layer 2s, for Ethereum specifically, of course, you have things like Arbitrum. Arbitrum's starting to, not really, right? Arbitrum has really been toying with everybody. This looks extremely bullish, though, in the weekly for ARB, right? This circle will get filled. It's been on my chart for like months on Arbitrum. But look at the way this weekly chart is setting up. Coming out of the double bottom reversal pattern. Now it's in a weekly bull flag. So in regards to layer 2s not pumping yet, just sit tight because these things are looking very, very bullish structure-wise. And if you look at Arbitrum here on the weekly time frame, right, it pumps out, it makes a market structure break to the upside. This is a bullish market structure break, pushes up, pulls back, and look at the level it held. This previous resistance at $1.98 was retested multiple times as support. It's bull flagging, so Arbitrum should be having an explosive breakout soon to the upside, given the fact that Bitcoin obviously doesn't start its decline yet, and maybe do some kind of a shakeout before the true run starts. But Arbitrum, yeah, the chart is kind of telling us to be a bull. It looks really good. This chart looks really good. The double bottom on the weekly, market structure break bullish, bull flag on the weekly, holding higher ground, flipped resistance into support. Arbitrum, I believe Dalton in our Discord put out the Arbitrum trade. Shout out to Dalton if you're watching this. But yeah, I mean, this is looking pretty good for continuation. Let's see what else is going on here. The Neoxa pick is fire. I think it's the next best pick aside from Tau that's already gone ham skis. So yeah, let's take a look at BitTensor. Tau obviously is crushing it. Here's my tweet, right? I gave you guys the local bottom again. I mean, who has been nailing the Tau bottoms better than me? Anybody, please let me know. But literally, like, $50, $60, even when it was pumping 66 on its way up. And now we have the local bottom over here at 230 given to you all on Twitter. I also shared it multiple times in the Discord. And if you did manage to catch that, look how right I am, guys. Pat me on the back. Obviously, I'm being a little bit facetious here and sarcastic. I'm joking around a little bit. But it's up 43%. So not bad. But yeah, NEOX, it's an interesting project. Like I said in my video, apparently whales of this coin watch my channel and they like me a lot, so they wanted a video on my channel. But yeah, it's a legitimate project. Proof of work gaming network. Also has nodes to secure the network. It will be streamed to earn as well. So it's a very interesting one here, NEOX, and you guys can do your own research into it. Shout out to Elvis. Smux saying, what's up, Crypto Empire fan? What's going on, Smux? Reverend Flashback. Most likely it's just my perception. You're standing in a very narrow room. No, it's actually a pretty big room. I just set my standing desk up on an angle over here. So it's not narrow at all, actually. Shout out to Ladradoodle. Do I expect a pullback anytime soon? So as I discussed in my video I posted 2 or 3 days ago now, I think it is possible we do see a really nice bull market shakeout for reasons that I discussed, right? A lot of people have really good positions from much lower. And also there's a lot of people just buying these local highs because we're going to get a spot Bitcoin ETF. It's a 99.9% chance it gets approved. So yeah, I mean, the big funds, BlackRock, they know that. They have enough capital to control the price if they want to. So they probably will have a big shakeout. When that comes, like I said, Bitcoin can push up here to 45K before that happens. So we're bullish right now. Do not try and fight the trend. Do not try and be like Capo, saying that you're short and strong, saying that we're going to start dropping from here. Like, the market is so strong and so bullish after a year and a half. This is a year and a half of money leaving the crypto market. Now we have money coming back in. So do not try and fight this trend. Do not do whatever you want. I don't give financial advice. But I would say don't try and sell to try and buy back lower. And also don't be sidelined forever, right? Because what if we don't get a major shakeout? What if we just keep on pushing up? What if Bitcoin goes up here and makes a higher high past 48K, right? And it just keeps on pushing from there, and you were waiting for a big pullback to happen. And what if it never comes? So in a bull market, the easiest thing you can do is just get yourself in positions. Of course, the best time to buy was months ago, but the second best time is essentially now, being the fact that we have the Bitcoin halving in like 4 months. And the market is looking extremely bullish. I want to share with you this tweet from TechDev over here on Twitter. And anyways, so he is sharing some analysis about the Bitcoin OBV. Looking at previous cycles, this is a 2-month chart. All right, so the Bitcoin 2-month OBV has just made an all-time high. When this happened in the past, a US dollar all-time high came 2 to 3 months later. This would confirm on the December close. Okay, so the 2-month candle will close in December for this chart. And basically what he's saying is every time this signal has flashed in previous cycles, it has led to a new Bitcoin all-time high in US dollar value within 2 to 3 months. So with all of the hype around the ETF, the halving, of course, supply will become more limited for Bitcoin with the halving, less emissions every single day. There's a chance, the bull run happens in 2024. I'm prepared for that scenario. If you're on the sidelines waiting for a big shakeout to happen to position yourself, you might miss that entire bull market. Excuse me. So anyways, that's my answer to the question in regards to will we see a pullback anytime soon? Trade indexes salute from Portugal. Will old token games pump like last bull? It depends on the token. I don't know what old game tokens you're referring to. I'm sure a lot of them will pump, but the new coins are probably going to greatly outperform the old coins. If we come over here to the gaming token list that I have created, ApeCoin's still towards the bottom over here. There's a lot better options out there than ApeCoin, but I think it will recover. It will pump. This chart has been getting slammed. This is the weekly time frame. It looks like it has an easy move up to $2.60 up here. I mean, ApeCoin most likely will make its way back up here to 7. Sand, I mean, I have to clean up this chart. It's too much going on here. But the sandbox, if we look at this, let's get rid of all this junk. The sandbox on the weekly time frame, it looks super bottomed out to me. It looks ready to go on an aggressive rip higher. If you look at this weekly, we're at local resistance, but this looks similar to Arbitrum, where it's bull flagging on the weekly, right? So sand looks good to pump. Axie probably will do well too. These charts got too much going on. Axie right now just flipped out of the bear market accumulation lows, and it's starting to kind of push up here. So all these old gaming coins are looking quite bullish right now. But of course, it's the new stuff that I am focused on. And we have IMX too. IMX probably the best gaming infrastructure play that you can find in the market. It's personally not something I'm interested in because it's already a super high market cap. And I think my gaming coins will outperform it. But IMX has been doing really well. Of course, we have Senate and Side as heroes. Just waking up. Vulcan Forge, I'm not really too interested in. But I think it will do well. Vulcan Forge consolidating at resistance at 650 right now. UOS, again, another one I'm not really too interested in. But it's still in its bear market accumulation range. So it's still a great buy price as far as I'm concerned. As you can see, I have a range up on this chart. And anything underneath the range, right, that's kind of your lake. I've covered this concept multiple times before, but essentially you want to be buying in the lake, right? So you have the resistance line and then all the price action underneath the resistance line, just like this right here. This is the lake, right? Imagine this as a body of water. You want to take your position in the lake, and then when it takes off out of there, you're basically just in a profit. And something like Ultra UOS is still in the lake. Obviously, Echelon Prime, we called this below $3. Average entry was like $2.90, $2.95. Now trading for $7.75. But even this one, let's see the current market cap on Prime. Turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. Market cap for Prime, 234 mil. My entry was around like an 87 mil market cap. But regardless, Prime is a good one. Really promising. Nakamoto Games, you guys know I hold a lot of Naka. This is a $100 token, I think. So everybody thinking, oh my God, I'm late on Naka. You know, Connor was buying it over here. I was late. I bought it at like 85, 90 cents. Guess what? I think it's going to like 100. So ask yourself, are you too late? I don't think so. Not financial advice. Domi, I really like Domi. Given the fact that its lead developer was also a lead developer for RuneScape. You can take a look at their trailers and their gameplay on Twitter. It looks really, really good. And this is a legitimate game that's been years in development. A lot of crypto games out there. You know, there's other ones that are bullish. But for example, one like PZP Plays App. You know, it's a good game, good gaming project. Probably will do super well. It's already been performing great. But it's just like very rudimentary, you know, mini clip style games, like really basic stuff. Domi Online, Shrapnel as well. Like these games where they're like built from the ground up and like new and exciting and, you know, just made from an idea and not just a generic eight ball pool game. You know, I think these ones can have insane runs. So Domi even still at 5.3 cents. I think it's gonna shock some people and do super well. Hello, bullish. Anyways, yeah, we'll cover more gaming. Lit Lab Games is a good one. This one's been on an absolute rampage. Again, this is an example of a lake. Obviously, it's too late now. But, you know, you want to be buying in the lake because usually stuff like this will happen. Cetify, another good one. Sinverse, good one. Rainmaker Games. This is an interesting one here. I like Rainmaker Games. Weekly chart starting to perk up. Another example, right? This is a lake. And it's starting to break out now. This one can do some crazy numbers. We call this one in the Discord. We're already up like 3x or so on it. But yeah, old gaming coins should do well to answer your question. I got a little bit carried away there. Sorry about that. Trade Index. No, we answered him already. Shout out to Rich Hard. He says, catching the live show. Bull market's up. Indeed. Fergotronic says, hi, Connor. Just got into a fresh coin. CEX. ChainX ETH. Great fundamentals at 2 mil market cap. Very nice. Good for you. I'm glad that you got into a good coin. Spacetime Jim asking about Pyth. So Pyth is, I'm looking for it to push. I'm looking for it to push and make a higher high. Pyth and INJ. are my two active positions right now. But Pyth right now, yeah, I mean, new coin was just airdropped, oscillating in this range. I do expect it to, as long as the market stays bullish as it has been, I'm expecting it to be able to push out of the range and at least make a higher high. Ladradoodle says, you woke me up when you said you were selling your Litecoin in Monero. Yes, sir. Are you still high on real world assets? SLP doc, for sure I am. For sure I like real world asset coins. Relio network is, my main kind of position for this narrative. And if we look at Rio here, it is pulling back into a demand zone. Let's take our Fibonacci. All right, so yeah, I mean, I can see it coming into this zone at around 56 cents. But demand zones in an uptrend don't overcomplicate it. They're for buying. So I like real world asset projects. Relio, it's my main horse in the race. Alliance Block Nexera, another one that I think will do really well. I made a full video on Alliance Block all the way down here when it was like 5-6 cents. Mentioned it in my free ebook in September, and it's now done like a 3x. So yeah, I mean, there's so many real world asset projects. There's stuff like Goldfinch, which is good. This one's been on a tear. It's up 346% in the last month. Right, all these are basically starting to take off right now. What's another one? Trade, Polytrade, up 32% today. In the past month, it's up 638%. Market cap is 26 mil. So it went from like a 2 mil market cap basically to this or something like that. You also have Prop C, which I've mentioned before here on the channel for real world assets. Prop C market cap is 22 mil. It was like 13 mil when I covered it. But yeah, real world asset coins, it's definitely a main narrative we'll see in this cycle, other than artificial intelligence and crypto gaming, of course. Sean Z says, what up, Connor? Always top-notch alpha, much respect. Thanks for your work. Getting as much root as I can under $4. Let's go. Smart man. Let's look at root or router protocol, route, whatever you want to call it. And again, there's no sense in I'm looking at this chart on like the 4-hour time frame. I like looking at this on the 3-day or the weekly time frame because the bigger picture gives us better perspective. Look at this chart, guys. Like, all this is a 2-year or 1-year accumulation. The data does go back further before the MEXC listing, but nonetheless, it's basically just been in dead consolidation for quite some time now. So yeah, I mean, I think router protocol underneath $4 will most likely bode super well, like really, really well. I can see it going to 100 with relative ease. And that will be a 25x from current price. Actually more because it's 392. But this one does have 100x potential in the bull run. Router protocol. Another one mentioned in the free ebook. I own this coin. Shout out to Rigoberto. Tintin. What's going on, Tintin? Asking for coin. Take a look at the coin chart. So Tintin, I covered this in my video today, but I'll look at it again. You are at the range lows. Okay, so listen, you see a deviation beneath the range low here at 120. You know what to do, my man. Especially if it goes to this 4-hour 200 EMA at $1.05. Like, there should be no questions on what you got to do if you like coin. I think coin is bullish. Right? I consider coin a low cap gem. So yeah, if you see it around 105, anywhere below let me get you the exact price. Anywhere below 120 would bode very well, in my opinion, just to cool off. Zephyr Protocol as well, right? This is the privacy coin now in the market, essentially. Private stable coin merged from Monero, or they forked the code from Monero and made their own private stable coin. Collateral backed like Luna, 400% collateral. So Zeph, it's in a good spot. It's putting in a higher low right now. Okay, so this is looking pretty good as well. Looks like a 78.6. 61.8, slightly off. But nonetheless, yeah, Zeph cooling off after an insane run. I mean, this one went wild from $2, $3 up to 52. Nice 50% retracement. Similar to Coin, 53% retracement. Break out of the demand zone, push out of it. Retest, double bottom. Market stays bullish. I do expect it to send out of this. Mike B says you must be a shiller for Tal. Yeah, that's pretty funny, right? People are so... I mean, at this point in time, I do have super thick skin. But, yeah, I mean, dealing with people... It's crazy, man. It really is crazy. The things people say, the questions they ask me, the comments, it's a lot. It's a lot of input from, no offense, low intelligence, low IQ human beings. It does wear on you. It does wear on you, but you know, we're here and we show up no matter what, and we bring our best no matter what. But yeah, I mean, people are gonna hate no matter what you do, so just do what you want to do anyway. Shout out to Mike B though. Longtime subscriber and supporter of Crypto Empire. Very good person. Shout out to Mike B 1800. Shout out to Be Cool as well. Raphael, what do you think about meme coin Snek? I've never heard of Snek before. Yeah, I don't know about this one, Raphael. Be prepared to lose everything, but it's a meme. So, could do well. Some games. So I'm interested in some low cap gaming projects, especially the ones on Solana and Avalanche. Right now, Honeyland is one that me and a lot of people in my Discord are in. Honeyland up slightly on this one. It hasn't really done too much yet. Entry was around here. It's up like 36%, not much. Rainmaker Games, like I said, we're already up a few X's on this, but I'm actually kind of bullish on this project. It's a gaming studio. They have some crazy plans and visions for this upcoming year. So Rainmaker Games could be a very high potential mover. Space Falcon, another one on Solana. Starting to do okay here. Starting to perk up. Up around 90% on this, which is great. But anyways, yeah, these low cap games, some of these could pop, guys, so it's worth taking some risks in some of those with money that you can afford to lose. And yeah, we're in quite a few in the Discord group, and a lot of them have done quite well already from our buys, so that's just kind of a cherry on top, if you will, from the actual portfolio that you just have to sit on your hands and wait until altcoin season, wait until Bitcoin makes that new all-time high to start basically taking profits. And I mean, Ethereum is lagging behind so much. As I discussed in my video the other day, I'm looking for Ethereum to push up to 2,300 to 2,500 in this area, right? And even on this little push up for ETH, what is this, like a 10% move from current price? Yeah, around a 10 to 15% move. You know, altcoins can see multiple X's in this move from ETH. So, especially the tiny low cap gaming coins, especially those, like, yeah, there's some money to be made with those tiny gaming coins. McNaz says, I feel like layer 2s are a joke. They make things cheaper, but they don't really share many of the ETH coins. So what's the point of making them? Why not make their own layer 1 then if that's the case? So layer 2s are simply a band-aid for Ethereum. Ethereum is a failed project. It's still being built, right? The Ethereum Foundation is still working on it. Vitalik is still doing what he can. But, Ethereum is like a failed experiment as far as I'm concerned. It still works, but it doesn't, right? It's super clunky, it's slow, it's super expensive to use. And there's better technology. Solana is the new ETH, right? Solana is going to be the mass adopted chain. I think Solana will get an ETF as well. Same with Chainlink, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, and Solana are the 4 altcoins I can say with relative confidence that they'll get an ETF. Caspa has potential to get one too, especially if it keeps on pumping and it gets into that top 10, top 5, which is possible for Caspa. But that's much more speculative than the 4 Bitcoin, ETH, Chainlink, and Solana. But anyways, the layer 2s for ETH, they are band-aids for all of Ethereum's problems. So yeah, I agree with you. It's a silly thing. Boca Jr. says, can you look at we looked at Polytrade already when I was talking about real world assets. This thing is on fire. Probably will pull back, but if you want to get a position, like, what if it goes up another 2x and you wait for, say, 56 cents? So if you want to position yourself into something like this, well then, you kind of got to do it. You can get away with aping into things in a bull market because it just keeps on going up. Nanook says, what are your thoughts on Metaverse Gaming? Will this be a good bet for the bull? Can you check Wild and Network? Yeah, I think Metaverse Gaming will make a comeback. A lot of these coins haven't really done too much yet. Look at this wild trade I have in my chart from August. That's pretty funny. Target was way too small. Anyways, Wilder World. Let's go to an older chart. Sorry, I'm looking at WorldCoin. My bad. Is it just wild? Yeah, it's just wild. There we go. So let's go to the weekly here. And yeah, this one's looking quite good. Double bottom on your weekly. Again, this is your lake period. Right, you want to buy in the lakes. Now it's breaking the bear market accumulation resistance. So this is looking very good. I mean, maybe it pulls back to, say, 40 cents. But even here at 52, it's got a long way to go higher. Right? If this thing gets back up to where it was at the peak bull, you're looking at 12x plus. So it looks pretty good. And then Network. I still own land in Network. Those crooks gave me land in the middle of nowhere after my previews said I had like the best plot of land in the city center. They just took care of their insiders, basically. Crypto is a super rigged game. I don't know if you guys have noticed. That's why I go after the coins that have no pre-sales and are fair launched for the most part. Because a lot of crypto is an insider game. Hedera Hashgraph, they had a friends and family pre-sale, undisclosed. Nobody really knew about it until it came out later on. Then they had an actual pre-sale where people invested and then they just got dumped on by the friends and family sale. That's just one example of crypto being an insider game. Again, which is why I really like the fair launched coins and the fair launched tokens. Because it avoids that insider shenanigans. Anyways, Network, yeah, they gypped me on my land that I minted in 2021. But anyways, Network looks pretty good. Again, this is all basically your bear market lake, as I like to call it. Right, everything below, all of this stuff. And again, like I said in the beginning of the stream, People are like joining my Discord, and they're like, "Oh my god, all these coins have gone up." Well, yeah, we were buying them when you were scared, right? You were selling. You were selling thinking that Bitcoin was going to go to 12K. Yeah, I don't know, man. I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make it drink. Anyways, Network looks pretty good, guys. Looks pretty good. Even if it just gets back to this listing price at $1, you have 3x. And Metaverse will make it come back. So I'm not really interested in any of these coins. I have my bags packed, but they do look pretty good. Rigoberto says, MEXC, do US citizens need a VPN? Yes, you do. And if you're in crypto and you're not using a VPN, you might have a few screws loose. So you might want to go to your doctor and get your dome checked out. MSync says, BlackRock may not want the shakeout. They want clients to FOMO into their new product. Again, that's very true, right? Which is why I've been saying, what if we don't get the shakeout and you were waiting for the shakeout? What are you going to do then? You'll be forced to buy everything way higher than it is right now. You'll be acting out of emotions. So, yeah, I mean, that's why I have implemented the plans and the strategies that I'm using, and that's why I've been sharing them with you all here on YouTube for completely free. So I agree with you, MSync. There's a chance. Satoshi says, thanks for everything, Connor. Best group ever. Thank you, Satoshi Flacco. Obi-Wan. Fine is starting to move. What's your thoughts on this coin? So Fine is a meme coin. It's a meme coin project. Looks like we got some Jeets destroying the chart here. So my view on this project is it's a meme coin. So when it pumps, you want to take your profit and move on. But with that being said, again, the reason I was interested in this one in the first place is we have our kind of low, our key low on the chart right here. Okay, when price goes beneath that low, what does it form? It forms one of those lakes that I was discussing already, right? You want to be a buyer in the lake, especially the deep part of it. And that's what we had here on Fine. This is all a lake. And I was trying to get back above this resistance. Once it does, it should theoretically start to fly. So some basic technical analysis for you all. And speaking of TA, guys, go give Money Tar a follow on Twitter. This guy is an absolute beast. And anyways, I want to share with you one of his tweets. So he said, it's not how much money you make. Everyone can make money during a bullish trend. It's very true. You can be blindfolded and throw a dart at the board, pick any random altcoin, and you'll probably make money in a bull market. It's how much money you can keep and your ability to use it wisely. Realized profits do not equal unrealized profits. Very wise words. It's common sense, but we don't hear it enough. And in a bull market, it is so easy to get swallowed whole by euphoria and by greed. A good rule of thumb is when you start, sharing your profits and telling people that you're up this amount of money, like your parents or your siblings or your really good friends, you're telling them like, oh my God, like I have so much money now, like you should probably sell and get out, take your profits and like you said, use it wisely. How do you use it wisely? Real estate. It's probably the most wise thing you can do. Anyways, yeah, when you start feeling those, and when you start saying to yourself, I only need my portfolio to do another 2x and I can retire and never work again in my life, you should probably get out. You should probably take your profit, go get your next 2x in real estate or somewhere else. Because crypto you're playing with a razor blade and you can slice yourself easily. Okay, so when the money is there, and when you start saying to yourself in this bull run, oh, I only need another 2x to retire, get out of Dodge, as they say. Just get the heck out. Anyways, some wisdom for you again. Follow the Master Money Tar. Really, really good account to follow on Twitter. Reverend Flashback says, I went into Tau in January at 70 on that weird BitTensor exchange, but accumulated between 35 and 50 more Tau. Not enough Tau since most of my money gets confiscated by the state. Yeah, that's definitely a problem. Definitely a problem, right? XRP. XRP. So let's go to our 4 hour here. On XRP. And this looks good to me. We had a fake out here. Right? People bought this. Breakout traders are getting washed out right now currently. That's all we're seeing. Remember, it's the weekend. I really don't like to enter new trades on the weekend. So if you bought this pump on the weekend, you deserve to get washed out, which is what's happening right now. But yeah, this does look pretty good. If you do see it come back to the 4 hour trend, which is the 4 hour 200 EMA, that would be the best possible entry for a long. Right now it's at 61.92 cents. No, I would wait for the Monday range to form. If you're trying to leverage trade this, I would wait for the Monday range to form. Because we also have Bitcoin pumping on a weekend. In the bull run, Bitcoin pumps every weekend. I don't know if any of you guys were here in 2021, but every weekend for, that 3-month stretch from January to say March, April, we had just, it was up only every day, every weekend. But when we're not in a bull market, you can't really trust the weekend price action. So for newer positions, for new leverage trades, I like waiting for a fresh Monday range to form. I mean, I did enter INJ last weekend, and it worked out great. Tested my patience a little bit, actually. Almost got me on the wick, but all of this was the buy zone. As you can see, the buy zone 1650 to 1570, and it filled all the way down to 1556. So, I mean, yeah, INJ is looking good here. I'm looking for it to break out into new highs. Richard, what's your main gaming coins at the moment? I can't, that I recommend to jump in now. That I don't give financial advice, so I can't recommend anything. But what I do hold, Nakamoto Games is my main gaming coin. I think Naka can go to $100 per coin per token. Will I hold everything until $100? No, absolutely not. I'll be taking profits on the way up. Domi Online and Echelon Prime are my main ones. Prime break and trend. It looks like you'll get a chance in this demand zone down here below 7. And yeah, Domi. Domi. I called this bottom. I'll show you. Calling bottoms left and right, man. So over here, November 29th, we got news that Domi joined Neo Tokyo as a season 2. And this wick over here. Let me see. Just go back in time a bit. Here we go. Literally, as the bottom candle printed, your boy was on it. Dip got eaten up aggressively, tons of selling over the past weekend, but buyers continue to step in Focus on the higher time frame demand zones like we did here in Domi, and it makes buying the red a very simple process. Yeah, that's how we snipe bottoms. We embrace red candles. But yeah, Domi, I like it a lot. I think it goes a lot higher. There's so many good gaming projects out there. Obviously, Games for a Living GFAL, super high potential. Let's see the GFAL market cap. GFAL market cap, 72 mil. You know, still pretty low. Myria, $85 million. Wow, this past GFAL, huh? Myria went crazy. Congrats to everybody who made money with Myria. That's a crazy gainer. Yeah, I mean, all these, there's so many good gaming projects out there. So you kind of have to find the ones that you like and stick with them. You can't be just hopping from gaming project to gaming project and then you just, you know, just don't be a hopper. If that makes sense. Let's see. Best crypto channel ever. Thank you. I appreciate that. Coin Operator says, Connor, if Bitcoin spot ETF gets denied, how low do you think Bitcoin will temporarily go? So like I said in my video that I made a few days ago, I think Bitcoin can have a 20 to 30% pullback, shakeout. So let's say that happens from current price, which I think it goes higher. But anyways, a 20% correction takes it right to the previous resistance at 2023 at 31, 32K. That's a 20% correction. All right, if it goes more, if it goes 30% from current price, you're looking at 27 in also a demand zone on the weekly. So that should answer your question. If we go 30% from 45K, it will take us to literally right to the previous 2023 resistance. So yeah, I mean high or low 30s or high 20s, most likely if we do get that shakeout. Gala, be cool. I'm not really a fan of Gala Games. It already had a crazy run last cycle. It's had some problems with its management. High market cap. I think there's way too many better options out there than Gala Games. Another example though, right? This is a lake again. You have your key low in the bear market. And anytime price drops below one of these key lows and starts printing super small accumulation candles, that's your lake. And another perfect example of why you want to be a buyer in the lake. One coin. Let's talk about one coin that I think will do super well this cycle, and it's starting to perk up. And if you look at this, another example of a lake. Talking about the lakes a lot today. Another example of a lake, and it's just kind of getting above it, so it's not too late. Reserve rights, RSR. I've covered this project a lot in the past on my channel, and it's a real-world asset narrative coin, and the protocol has been in development. Like, the team never stopped working on it. It's a solid project. Yes, the tokenomics favor the insiders. I don't think it will make a new all-time high this cycle. I think it can go back to, say, 7 to 8 cents, which is still like a 20-30x. Or no, that's 0.007. Sorry, we gotta raise the targets, folks. Up here. RSR to say 7-8 cents. You're looking at like a 20 to a 30x, 25x on RSR. Doesn't even need to make a new all-time high. I think that is possible. for reserve rights. And the reason I bring it up, one, it's a real world asset coin. Two, it's just coming out of one of our lakes. As you can see, weekly bull flag. We'll go to the daily. We'll get a better picture of this bull flag. Depending on how you want to draw it, something like this, right? Bull flag. Reserve rights, 20x minimum, I think, even from current price. Jack W says, let's get this party started. Will you charge Jasmy? So Jasmy is an interesting one. There's a very strong cult-like community behind it. And again, on the weekly time frame, if you bought in the lake, you did super good in the bear market. But it's not too late for this. Weekly breakout, consolidating now. You can draw a pennant. You can draw a flag. Doesn't really matter how you draw this. It's a consolidation pattern. It's a bullish consolidation pattern. Right? If you want to draw a pennant like that, that's fine. And if we take a measured move, we'll take it from here up to here. Move it over here. Your measured move is 0.0075 for your next leg up, which is a 42% gain from current price. I mean, look at this chart. Clean this up like so. Look at this chart. Yeah, I mean, if it wakes up, which it looks like it is starting to wake up, it can cover some lost ground pretty quickly, Jasmy. Big time went nuts this week. It did go nuts. I saw it. Big time scammed. Such a scam wick. Oh my god, look at this coin. So big time, I was watching big time over here. Watching for the breakout. But what happened was they did a leverage flush out. The exchanges, think of like one of those boardwalk games where they like pull the lever and the floor drops beneath you and everybody just gets sucked down into the black hole. That's what the exchanges did over here back on November 9th. They scam wicked everybody out and then they sent it. But yeah, big time. What a move. I mean, I knew this was going to happen. But yeah, I got frustrated on the scam wick, so I was like, yeah, I'm not going to trade this stupid coin anymore. But if you were holding this, that's why like just holding is so stress-free compared to leverage trading. Right? I was leverage trading big time. I mean, this happened. I was like, screw this. And then it does this. But all you have to do is hold spot, and you would have caught a 175% move, which is great. So that's why most of my money and most of my portfolio is just tucked away in spot. And I have a small percentage of it to use for trading, active leverage trading. And I also have a small percent to use for on-chain degen trading. So even if I mess up and I make the worst decisions ever in my active trades, I'll still be perfectly fine because my spot positions are going to hopefully multiply, 50x plus from here. And yeah, I'll be smoking a nice cigar on a yacht hopefully in like a year and a half. Team fight tactics. What do you think about prop chain? So we looked at prop chain in the beginning of the stream. I've also covered it on the channel. I'm bullish on prop chain, prop C. We like it. Lucio, what's your take on WagMe Games? Another decent gaming project. It's looking pretty good at a 50 mil market cap right now. 54 mil. Right, gaming is the narrative right now. And this is actually a legitimate gaming project too, which is a good thing. So, yeah, Wagme is decent. Kopi, yeah, another one. Kopi, we looked at it a few weeks ago in one of our videos, Cornucopius. And it was like a 25 mil market cap at that time. It's at 60 mil now. Here you go. See, I'm pretty sure it was in this consolidation range when we were talking about it here in the channel a few weeks ago. In this consolidation range, and it has been moving up violently. 116% or so. So yeah, Kopi's a very high quality game. Like a very, very high quality game. Here's Prop C. We were looking at Prop C earlier. But Kopi, super high quality. Again, things like Domi, Kopi, you know, when the team has passion to build out a new innovative game, and they spend years building it out because they actually care and want to deliver a good product. You know, these are the ones that have a lot of potential, and Kopi fits that category. Cornucopia is definitely a very bullish gaming project. We looked at coin already, Tintin. Did you get the Python Celestial airdrop? I connected my wallets, but no, I didn't get those, which is annoying, but whatever. Can we look at Cat? It's a gaming token from Elvis. Smurf Cat. I assume you're talking about Cyber Arena Cat. 1 mil market cap. Cyber Cat, is it called? What's it called? Cyber Arena. Let's take a look at this one. So yeah, another one of these low cap gaming projects. Pretty recent launch in October. I mean, Elvis, there's not really too much to say about this one. Right? It's riding off of the coattails of the gaming hype. It started to pump from like a 100K market cap to where it is now. And, you know, if you're bullish on it, as long as it's below this line, this orange line at 0.0045, it's probably still a good buy. So yeah, this one looks decent. See the Cyber Arena Twitter. AR and VR fighting game powered by Doge. Studio with 30 mil plus players. Elon with the hook, uppercut, big right hand combo. It looks like Street Fighter, but cyber version of it. Could do super well. How about GRT? The graph. I wouldn't overcomplicate this kind of stuff now, being how bullish the market is, being that GRT is a gaming, or not a gaming, an artificial intelligence coin. Unless this flushes out, which really all depends on what Bitcoin does. You know, unless this flushes out, it probably will head higher. strong move from the bottom. Yeah, I mean, this is due to go attack its yearly highs up here at 23 cents. Ideally, you can get in closer to 14. You do have to kind of play it aggressive with a stop around here, I would say, and then you want to ride it up to 23, which is 63% from current price. But if you can get an entry closer to 14 cents, that would make more sense in terms of risk reward. Render's starting to push now too, so it looks like AI is getting some money flow. We're seeing Tau push to new all-time highs. We're seeing Render now break out. So it would make sense to see coins like GRT, the graph, also catch some money flow and pump. Let's see. I mean, we've been going for an hour already, guys, and it's 2:12 a.m. where I am. So, I'm going to wrap up this stream soon. I see there's so many questions, and I'm not going to be able to get to them all. So, apologies for that. Thoughts on Shrapnel? It looks like a game that I would want to play. And the token has a lot of unlocks in April, so it should do very well until April. But I would expect a lot of profit taking come that time. Am I active on the Cosmos ecosystem? Not really, but I have been for years in the past, so I know how to do everything in terms of staking and stuff like that. So, I mean, what are the questions in regards to staking? Gray Wargus has got some Solarium SRM today after looking into it from your video. Seems solid. Yeah, I think that one's a gem SRM. I do think this one is high potential. Wow, it looks like everybody started buying after my video. You guys are nuts. 7.77. This is a good number, guys. This is lucky. This is a lucky number. This is an omen here. $7.77 million market cap. Time to ape, boys. Not financial advice. Let's see. I'm going to hand pick some questions because, like I said, I can't get to everything here. Let's see. SAI says, can I gain your Patreon to earn short-term 2x or 3x since I'm having very little money to investing, assuming 500? If I can go 2x every time and continue the strategy to make enough money to invest. I mean, most certainly, my man. Like, that's why we're playing things like Rainmaker games, like Space Falcon, like Honeyland, like MCV on AVAX. Right? These are all short-term, low-cap, micro-cap gaming projects. They already have, I mean, Rain from the entry is up like 3x. A lot of these have moved, say, 30, 50, 80%. Honeyland's at like 90%. Or Space Falcon, my bad. So yeah, I'd cover all aspects except for really NFTs. But when NFTs come back, I know we have a lot of members that are in NFTs, and also one of the admins, Mr. Sellers Homes. He's an NFT guy. So he'll make a comeback in NFTs, and he'll be sharing all this stuff in the group as well. So, I mean, yeah, I do everything, man. Certainly. Am I still bullish on the awkward monkey puppet token? Yeah, I mean, it's a meme coin, right? So you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt. Like if you want to buy a meme, like this is when you want to buy it. All memes have the 80% correction. Doesn't matter which meme you look at, they all have a similar structure where they have their initial pump, they sell off 80%, and then usually the whales accumulate again down here and then send it higher. So it could happen with this. I'm not saying it will. It's all speculation. This one could go to zero for all I know. But I mean, yeah, it's promising. Could have a run in the bull market for sure. Shout out to Trucker Steve, my man. Guys, smash the like button. Over 130 viewers, only 75 likes. Trucker Steve, Moby Sage as well. What's going on, Moby? Good to see you. Lucio, we covered XRP and WAGMI games already in the stream. I recommend you to rewind it. BLNT Gaming, if there's a pullback, where do you think Tau goes? Mid-range at 265 or 286. Shannon says, Connor, you're the chart whisperer. Thank you, Shannon. For anybody that doesn't know, when I was 20 years old, I went against everybody in my family and all my friends. I listened to my own intuition, and I didn't listen to what anybody else said. And I dropped out of college. I was going to Rutgers University. I was in the honors college. I had an academic scholarship, 3.5 GPA. I had everything going for me, but I was miserable, and I wanted more. So I dropped out of college to trade, right? I literally dropped out of college to trade. I was like, I'm going to do this no matter what. So it's been a solid 6 years now of me staring at these charts. So I hope I'm a chart whisperer. I hope I'm halfway decent at this point in time. Or else everything would have been a waste over the past 6 years. But no, obviously, things have worked out quite well at this point. Because I believed in myself, and I knew I could do it when nobody else did. Anyways, thank you for that, Shannon. I appreciate you saying that. Sniff says, Yo, Connor, where were you when you realized OmniFlix was the future? That's jokes, man. It's total jokes. How are we doing on OmniFlix? 30-day performance isn't so great. Let's go look on Osmosis. Osmosis has some advanced additions that I haven't seen in a while. Let's check out OmniFlix here for Sniff. On the monthly chart. Monthly chart not doing so hot. This isn't right. This isn't the right data. We just got a super chat from Raj. Raj says, what are your thoughts on H-bar? They seem to be doing everything right, but the price is very stagnant. So Raj, I talked about H-bar briefly earlier in this live stream. But H-bar, along with XRP and all these other centralized banker coins, they're insider pump and dump scams. Straight up. They had pre-sales, undisclosed pre-sales to the founders and the friends and families of the founders, totally undisclosed. And these people got tokens at like a tenth of the value as the next stage of what people thought was the first round of the pre-sale. It's just this. I don't want anything to do. Like when I learned about, I didn't realize it was like that with H-bar. With XRP, we knew that Jed McCaleb and some of these other founders were just dumping millions of dollars for years on the market, which is why I've always said, XRP is it's kind of trash, but I do think it will make a new all-time high this cycle. We will have a central bank digital currency narrative, and H-bar probably will do well at that point in time. But until then, one, there's too many bag holders from the last cycle. Right? There's way too many people that were buying this above 40 cents. about 30 cents, all up here. They're all completely underwater. You also have the founders and the friends and family of the founders that got into these pre-sales that were undisclosed. Up like thousands of X's probably at this point, especially when the price was up here, just dumping on your head. So that's why I like to stay away from these types of projects now. Go listen to some of these other YouTubers that talk about quant and HBAR in every single one of their videos. Me, I'll tell it how it is. I think it's trash, complete trash. Just like Sniff said here in the live chat, all of those ISO coins are trash. Sniff, you read my mind, brother. Trash. Throw it in the trash bin. Trash. One more time. Trash. All right, let's not get too carried away. CHZ. All right, this is getting deleted. We're deleting everything on this chart right now. There we go. It's a lot better. So CHZ here. I like this chart. It is an old coin. It's not something that I would consider holding, but for a trade, the chart looks very good for a trade, given the fact that it's in the process of flipping the daily 200 EMA, which is your biggest indicator for a trend reversal. Now, obviously, the best way to catch these trend reversals early is with your daily or your weekly bullish divergence, which was clear as day on Chili's. On the daily time frame, like clear as day bullish divergence at the bottom. Yeah, I mean, wow. This is the most reliable bottom and top indicator you will find. Daily or weekly bullish divergence, when it's strong like this especially, like it almost always perfectly marks the bottom. And anyways, now your next indication, a more lagging indicator, is your daily 200 EMA flip, right? Some people might want to throw up like a 21 or a 50. And, you know, when the 21 crosses over the 200, that's the golden cross. Whatever you want to use for an indicator, CHZ is picking up for that. It's about to happen. So, yeah, this is looking pretty good. Held your horizontal support over here. As you can see, stop loss has to go underneath the lows, which is 12%. So be careful with your position size. And I would take it up here, which is a 63% gain. Chili's making a comeback. Mark says, buy Tau now, get late in 2024. Yeah, I don't think you need to buy Tau for that. I don't think you need to buy Tau to get that result. But hey, whatever floats your boat. Mr. G says, Chili's did some bad things to investors. Please do your research. Mr. G, I am by no means endorsing Chili's. I am by no means endorsing Chili's. I'm literally just looking at the chart and telling you what the technical analysis is showing me. Yeah, I mean, look, this has been getting dumped for years, basically. So, would I hold this for the bull market? No, definitely not. Short-term trade, though, yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, we're gonna take it. Look, it's 2:30 in the morning. This is like my last question. Quant. What are my thoughts on the chart for quant? Look, if you've been holding it all this time, the weekly looks like a bull flag. The weekly looks pretty good. It looks like it's going to be ready to pump soon, right? Pump up, consolidate for weeks, shaking a lot of people out, a lot of people getting frustrated, leaving, chasing other stuff that's moving. You're probably better off chasing other stuff that's moving. But notice how it's, again, holding, this was your lake on the weekly. Now it's holding the higher ground here at 99 or 95. So yeah, I mean, if you want to keep your patience and keep on holding this one, it looks like it should leg up soon. How high it goes, I mean, look, I don't know if it's going to make a new all-time high, guys. It could, but I mean, that's the reason I don't hold quant. Again, a lot of people look at these weeks over here in 2021. You know, people were buying a lot of quant over here at 300. Too many bag holders. It's not something I would hold. You do have the central bank digital currency, or central bank, yeah, CBDC narrative to ride off for hype. But other than that, I don't really see anything too appealing. Would you say it's almost too early for Cubic? Yeah, that's what we want, though. We want it to be too early. We want people to think it's not legit. We want people to say that it's too risky. We want all of that. So, look at Cubic. So Cubic, $3,290 per billion. It did go beneath 3,000 per billion, which was my outline buy area. Very bullish on Cubic. Very bullish. It's one of my main positions. And again, people coming in now, you know, just joining. Oh, I'm so late on Cubic. I mean, yeah, I bought Cubic down here, right, from $600 to $700 per billion. Now it's at $3,300 per billion. But the market cap, guys, like, we just got a $4.99 super chat from Sniff. Shout out to Sniff. Gaming token Mora. I saw a vid on it. Guy says it has 100x potential. Yeah, I've heard of Mora too. Mora is starting to circulate around the crypto universe. Anyways, Cubic market cap at $254 million. Cheap as chips. Now, Mora market cap. So we'll look at this on dextools.io. Mora. The market cap says 5.6 mil. But if I'm not mistaken, only 250 million tokens out of the 500 are in circulation. So the market cap is actually half of this. So I believe the market cap is more around 2.8 mil. So it's a micro cap still. And it's a gaming studio. The thing is, it's not play to earn. I'll show you. We got a $5 super chat from Free Speech RG. Thank you, Free Speech RG. Why is this? There we go. So yeah, this is Mora. They're partnered with Myria, which is what all the hype is about. Partners include Myria. What's going on with my computer? Why is it lagging like this? Myria, GameSwift, Polygon Matic, Chainlink. Yeah, Mora could be a big one, possibly. Again, I believe that the market cap is only half of this at like 2.8 mil right now. And if you look at the chart, this is a 12-hour time frame. It does look like it wants to send higher. Now, there is a tax, a 4% sell tax and a 3% buy tax. But this chart, guys, it looks pretty good to me. I might have to buy some of this. So I did hear about it before you mentioned it, Sniff. Yeah, I might have to ape. All right, guys, we've been going for like an hour and a half. I got to go to sleep. It's 2:30 in the morning over here in Southeast Asia, bringing it to you live, Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. A lot was covered today, as usual, in our live streams. I appreciate all of your support. Thank you all for being here, taking time out of your Sunday to spend with me. You can be doing anything right now, but you're choosing to stare at your computer screen and listen to me speak. And I appreciate your attention here for the course of this live stream. It means a lot. Smash up the like button if you haven't already smashed up the like button. Get my free ebook if you need a strategy for the bull run. Right, this is the first link down in the description below. This was released on the 8th of September. And it will give you a lot of good insight on how to go about this bull market. Follow me on Twitter at CCellCrypto. That's my name, CCell. And I'll see you in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Hope you like the new bull we got in the back. It's a bull market, you know, as the old turkey from Reminiscences of a Stock Operator does say. It's a bull market, you know. Don't give up your position too early. Believe in something. Look at that total 3 chart. Tell me if we're too late. Look at the total 3 chart before you go to sleep tonight. We're not too late, guys. We have a lot to look forward to. The party's just getting started. 2024. It's going to be a really fun year for everybody who's preparing right now or who has already prepared. It's not too late again, I'll say it. So I'll